Good morning, Gutsus! First, right off the bat, thank you so much for following Senior Duckster33. Welcome to the Enchanted Forest. I do hope you enjoy your stay here. Um, wow, I have been sick forever, so we're getting back to streams for the first time in a while. Because I've been gone for so long, we've had some tech issues. I don't know why it's wanting to read it as Code Vein because we are doing Okami today. Hello, hello! How are you? My name is Anderson. Oh, you're not you can not But no, we're gonna get back to Okami. Um, because I've been sick for so long, my work schedule has changed. I feel better, thank you. Um, I was unfortunately down and out with strep, and while I'm feeling a lot better, I do still have a cough that has gone down tremendously. So there's that. I'm super excited about that, by the way. The ability to talk is something I will never take for granted ever again. But, no, we are going to be returning to Okami, but unfortunately my work schedule is going to change, which means that from now on, instead of streams occurring on Fridays and Saturdays, they will be occurring on Fridays and, no, not Fridays, Saturdays and Sundays. YouTube videos are going to be a little bit of a back burner, unfortunately. Oh goodness, I'm so sorry. Allergies, I don't have bad allergies, but I can only imagine it's hell. I've heard people talk about it for pollen, and I have to say, hard pass. Um, we're still going to be doing Pokemon fusions. I will be trying to do some more detailed videos here in the future. I know that I want to do some Code Vein videos because we just beat Code Vein, and I know Code Vein 2 was announced as a thing. So, there's that. Now, I'm going to go ahead and shut off Let Spotify real quick. And we're going to actually go ahead and switch over to my game screen, but because I'm forgetful and I'm trying to get into the habit of doing this more, I'm going to go ahead and make sure that I remember to drop my socials and our Discord. Please, please, please remember that if you're wanting to keep track of me, Twitter and Discord are the best ways to go get Suze, because whenever I'm sick, that is the only way I can really effectively communicate. As for new people, because I've noticed we've had some new followers, you can always check my schedule whenever it's not on Twitter or what below. The only thing I react to is pollen that was all over your car. Oh god. Mercy, please. I'm so sorry. That's like, yeesh. Um, I'm going to be switching over to our gameplay screen. I did manage to fix it, but it does show my shift tab, so give it just a second to catch up. Okay, kitsies? Let's go over to our gameplay, click to return to game. Now, I can assure you our display settings are fixed. They are just a little wily. So give it just a moment. Ah, geez, see? See? It doesn't want to it doesn't want to work. It doesn't want to be nice. But you know what? I can fix that. I can fix that. It has just been so difficult and so mean. I don't know why it's being so finicky either. That's the weirdest thing. I've never had so many issues with it capturing a game before. So you're gonna have to give me just a moment. I'm so sorry. I can assure you I don't normally have these issues. Let me just... I don't know why it's being so finicky today, Kitsu. I normally never have this problem. Yeah. Why does it want to be so mean today? Like, honestly. I'm gonna have to go to window capture. Since game capture is being a little finicky. No big deal. Not a 1. We are perfectly fine. Nothing bad ever happened. See? Nothing bad at all. Alright. Now we can finally return to the game. I can pick up my controller. I only ever have these issues with Okami. It's quite frankly ridiculous. Okay, Kusa Village. Also, I have coffee. This is like my 2nd cup for the first time in over a month. Please. I'm also gonna make sure that I have to make sure of something. Yeah, there we go. Just needed to make sure. So when we left off last, we were needing to find the dogs from Kusa Village. If I recall, because like they're obviously dogs. They're Canine Warriors. I don't know if we have. We gotta find. We're following the canine tracker. It's spinning pretty fast. It's gotta be something somewhere. Okay. Wait, it dropped down. Can I drop down? I can. Ahaha. Cherry bomb. Ta-da! I fucking knew it. So I can't say for sure how strong my voice acting will be this time around because I'm recovering from the sick, but I will do my best. Woo! Kofi. What's a dog doing here? I think he's trying to say something. Let me listen carefully. I can understand some animals. Wag and tail. That is that canine tracker you got there. What's that? Give me some food. I'm hungry. Sheesh. We just met and it's begging for food? What terrible manners. Okay. I should have food. I do have food, don't I? Let's find out. I should have it. Get sick and you forget where everything's at. Tools. Use. There we go. Feed the doggies. Praise! I am full. My master, Princess Fuse, has summoned me. However, I didn't want to go straight home. You hear that, Amy? That means this dog's one of those Satomi Canine Warriors. Canine Warrior, Ray. Now that my stomach is full, I will return to my master. You hear that, Amy? And away they go. So I actually need to find out, how do you pronounce Fuse? Is it Fuse or Fuse? Hold on, I don't want to be pronouncing that wrong. it doesn't say anything on how to pronounce her name. Well. Oh well. The way Princess Fusei talked about them, I thought they were human. You and me both. You think these flea bags are gonna be any help? I know my voice acting is not gonna be on par with usual, but I will do my damnedest. Wait, are we full? Is our pouch full? Okay, no it's not. You obtain feedback. Herbs. Sweet herbs, popular among herbivorous animals. Okay. Oh. Clover! Let's clean it up some. What are you? Are you... Okay. Fish. Raccoons like fish. Okay. That makes sense. We're gonna... They're doing a little dance. Oh, bamboo shoots. That filled it up quite a bit. I need to check something before I forget. Da 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 da. There we go. Is there a way out? There we go. Birds. Let's feed the birds. We're gonna get our praise up, slow and steady. Okay. I don't... Ah, it's bamboo cutter. What a pickle I'm in. Oh, what a cute wolf. I'm in a pickle right now, Wolfie. I'm a craftsman, and I work with bamboo, as you can see. But I can't get any to work on right now. No, I shouldn't burden you with my problems, Wolfie. Craftsman Mr. Bamboo. Boy, that must be some big pickle if you're confiding in a wolf. Hello there, little sprite. Here to listen to an old man ramble? I always gathered bamboo over in Sasa Sanctuary in Taka Pass, but I haven't been able to get in there lately. The Sparrow Clan suddenly closed the entrance to Sasa Sanctuary. Oh, how I do wish I could craft my bamboo ware. I'm an old man, and that's all I have left. To make matters worse, the festival's just around the corner. I usually sell my work there, but I'm running out of time. Aw, it ain't any world grants. What have we got ourselves mixed up in now, Amy? Oop. My drink has spilled on me. That is not great. Give me just a momento. I am just getting attacked by everything today, it seems like. But that is okay. We will survive. Aw. Doggy. What's a dog doing here? He's wagging his tail too. Must be that canine tracker you have. What's that? Give me some food. I'm hungry. Sheesh. Why do these flea bags think we're gonna feed them? We will, we will. Let's go to my tools, get some meat. There we go. Now Chi should run right back along with Princess Luce. I am full. Canine Warrior, Chi. Now that my stomach is full, I will return to my master. I don't know if I can believe these guys. I wonder what's in the house. Now cut that out! You're gonna tell me you ain't eating stuff like that. Bamboo! There's nothing wrong with some bamboo. Everybody needs a little green in their diet. But I guess you can't eat too much bamboo. Okay, let's see. Oh, more bamboo. More greens! We almost got another astral pouch full. That'll be good in the event we ever, die. Okay, okay, okay. Eh? Susanoo? Okay. Not that. By the gods, I vow to. You won't ever. Susanoo! He's one tenacious dude. Wonder what he's doing here. Oh, sweet Magnolia. Hello! It quit! Hello! I want to shout out to quit. Hold on. Hold on. I want to shout out to quit. I must shout out to quit. Hello! How are you? We are finally playing Okami again after I kind of just like died. No, Quit's one of my mods and they do fantastic art. Please go follow them, please. I love them. They're fantastic. Whimsical art. 10 out of 10. I'm glad you're doing good. We are finally well enough to return to stream, though we had some technical difficulties that delayed us today. Unfortunately. Let's see. Like, I literally just spilled my coffee on myself too. It's so tragic. Thank you. I'm still a little blah, but I'm getting better. This is actually my second cup of coffee for the first time in over a month, and I missed it. I missed it so much. Must be nice to be able to nap in the middle of the day like that. Greatest warrior ever, my foot. Poochie and little bug. Oh, it's here to disturb my meditation again. Even in my dreams, I'm hard at work devising strategies for defeating that crimson something or other. I came here to pray for victory at the Gale Shrine, but lo and behold, that crimson something or other occupies the shrine. Well, with my invincible sword, there's no need to pray, but mankind's fate rests with me. I must be fully prepared. First, I must sit here and come up with a well-thought-out plan. Now where was I? Plan. Yeah, right. That's just your excuse to sleep. It is indeed. Bamboo! Nah, I love Okami. It's such a good game. There we go. We found the clover! Ah! There we go. I'm trying to fill up our astral pouch in the random event we do die. Which, I mean, it's almost full. Bamboo is actually very filling. Even though I know that, logically, bamboo doesn't have any, like, nutritional value. Are there any more doggies? Oh. Well, now that we've gotten the priestess healed, we should be able to... Yeah! We really are getting our praise up. That's good. Doggy? What's a dog doing here? Eastern. This is like the third dog. I do believe that it's obvious that all of the Canine Warriors are canine. Shin. Ooh, I know what we can do. I'm gonna actually, because I'm actually very curious. These are like Canine Warriors, right? I know what I want to draw. I want to draw the Canine Warriors as people. It seems like it would be so fun. I think it would be fun. Hold on. Because it would be so interesting because I know that they're named after like different like virtues and attributes, I think. Like, hold on. Because so far we've found she and Shin. So what is Shin? Like, I would have to look it up after stream once we find all of the Canine Warriors, but I think they're all supposed to represent different attributes. Ah, praise! I am full. Canine Warrior Shin. Now that my stomach is full, I will return to my master. There he goes! Can you believe these guys? Okay, so we have 3. How many Canine Warriors do we have to find? Let's check our journal. The Satomi Canine Warriors have protected the shrine and served the Satomi house for ages, but alas, they are now scattered throughout Nippon. If we could bring them together again, they could break the barrier and retake the shrine. I beg you, would you please sniff of their whereabouts? I sense 5 of them in the village. They're a temperamental bunch and don't take kindly to strangers, but they should return to me once they see the canine tracker. So, I think we found 3? Because there was 1 in a cave, 1 in a chute, and 1 over here. So let's just see if the tracker will lead us somewhere. It'll start rapidly spinning. Okay, there's nothing over here, so that means we're gonna have to go up some. Bamboo! Again, bamboo is not... Okay, yeah, we've got 3. So there is only 2 more in this village. I say only, but we really do need to find them. More bamboo. We really are gonna get our pouch full because I think it gets full at 200. Ah, shoot. Ah! Okay, so there definitely is something up. Okay, let's go back around. Let's loop-de-loop. So, if we go around here, I think there are actually 2 pathways. Yeah. When you can't remember how to play the game. There we go. No! I fell. No. Perishing. Absolutely perishing. Okay. Okay, let's not jump the boat. No! Why am I failing on a jump? Ow. I will get up that fucking that fucking cherry. Okay. There has to be a point that I'm missing. Haha. Oh wait. Chickens? We feed the chickens. I have learned from Legend of Zelda, we do not enrage the cuckoos. Which, speaking of, I haven't played Breath of the Wild, but I know Tears of the Kingdom is coming out. So, whoever's playing that, I really hope that you enjoy it, because Breath of the Wild is such a long game. It's kind of intimidating, I ain't gonna lie. You obtained glass beads. That these beads show no crack is a testament to the artist's skill. Okay. Why do I feel like... Yep. That is a future Anu thing. Cave, 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 cave. Oh. Shoot. That makes 4. Eason, we've been over it. All of them are dogs. Ko. So Shin, Shi, Ko. I'm really gonna wonder what these are all supposed to be in representation of. And then we can see their dog breeds and all of that. There we go. I am full. And now you will return to your master. Now that my stomach is full, I will return to my master. Okay. You know, I get the feeling all 5 of them are when I be full. Hey Amy, how many of these Canine Warriors does this make? Maybe we should go talk to Princess Fusei now. Did we get all 5? I might be dumb. I might have miscounted. Whap. Whee! No! 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 Tragic. Okay. Okay, okay. Gosh, I love this art style. I love it so much. I know that I do want to do a cover of one of the songs, which is Reset. Ayo. What are you? There's a curse shrine over there. I don't like that. Let's see if we can hop around. Oh, yo. That's down below in the valley. We're playing a dangerous game. Especially since I can't jump. The sun, it rises. Guard? I didn't think I'd be able to see it. My grandpa said he saw some kind of island floating in the sky. Surely that's impossible. An island? My grandpa said there's a land up there called the Celestial Plane. That's where all the great gods are supposed to live. I don't know though. It's all a bit far-fetched if you ask me. Is that where we're supposed to live? Monkeys! Hold on, let's feed the monkeys. Feed? There we go. Please don't let me fall off the thingy. A wall? A wall, you okay? Blockhead? Aha! I am Blockhead. I guard this place so that all shall pass. Wait, I mean, none shall pass. Hey, haven't I seen you before? What are you talking about? I am the one and only Blockhead. And those who would claim otherwise are in for it. Are you trying to break through my airtight defense? Ha! Impossible! Nothing can harm this body of mine. Of course, there are those weak points of mine. A clean blow there would slay me in an instant. But I wouldn't be foolish enough to expose such a weakness. Now be on your way. None shall pass. Okay. Beep. 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 Hee hee, that tickles. Now you shall feel my wrath. Ah, I'm gonna get your Okay, so 1 here, 2 here, and 1 by the eye. Ah! I was too far off on the eye! What are you guarding? Hey, Amy, aren't you forgetting something? See those glowing spots on his body? You're supposed to aim for those, remember? Yeah, I know. There we go. Were my weak points so obvious? I have failed, but let it be known I died a warrior's death. You obtained Bullhorn. Okay. Okay, let's dig up these clovers. Now let's restore the clovers. So he was only guarding some bullhorns and clovers. That's okay. Now, where can we go? Actually, Princess Fusa is down there, so... Ooh, that was such a close jump. Whoa. So you must be number 5. What is your name? Hey, Amy. That flea bag's giving you the evil eye. I think it noticed that canine tracker you got there. What's that? Hey, my master, Princess Fusei, has summoned me. But first, I wish to try out the skills I've honed on my journey. You hear that, Amy? Princess Fusei forbids me to join in fruitless battles, but I want you to prove your right to bear the canine tracker. Why you got a lot of nerve picking a fight with us. Well, bring it on, you fleabag. Right, Furball? Pick a fight. We're supposed to be above these things, but nah. Fight picked. Yep. There was only one right answer. I don't know who this fleabag thinks he is, but he's in for a surprise. Okay, let's see how you fight. Because obviously we can beat him. Ooh. Ooh. He's got some skills. He's not a demon, so there wasn't a point in doing that habit. He yields. Our time wasn't great, but that was just because I wanted to see how he fought. A worthy opponent, I see. Let us fight where we have more room. You hear that, Emmy? Sounds like fun. This time we'll be playing for keeps. Bring it on, Fleabag. You're gonna wish you went straight back to Princess Fusei when we're done with ya. Hey, wait. If you've been summoned by the princess, then maybe this is another one of the Satomi Canine Warriors? Canine Warrior? Hey. I am done toying with you. Now you shall feel the wrath of the Satomi Power Orb. Satomi Power Orb? Bring it on, dog breath. We ain't afraid. Oh, Tay! I thought I heard something out here. Oh my god, the way he just immediately turns around and just goes, oh, Princess Fusei, oh, that's adorable. What the fuck? I love it. You two aren't fighting, are you? That fighting? Of course not. Just some friendly wrestling. Look, not a scratch on either of us. Well, at least now we have 5 of the Satomi Power Orbs. But you've been naughty doggies. Oh, look at them! I could never figure out if Princess Fusei was supposed to have dog ears or if that was just her hair. Personally, whenever I was younger, because I remember playing this when I was younger, I can't remember a lot now, but I know for a fact I thought that she had dog ears because she had all these canine warriors. Why did you not come home immediately when I summoned you? Hey, princess, what's with those Satomi power orbs? Each Satomi canine warrior bears an orb of a different virtue. The Satomi power orbs are the Satomi house's greatest treasure. I need the orb's power to break Crimson Helm's barrier. But the canine warriors never listen when I summon them back. And 3 of them have yet to be accounted for. I fear something may have happened to them. But there is no one I could send out to help them. Hey, what's with that look, lady? Okay, I get the hint. We'll find the rest of them too. After all, I said we'd get them all back without a scratch. Wonderful! I'll be forever grateful. I know the general locations of the remaining 3 canine warriors. I shall mark them on your map. Okay. You have the canine tracker. They shall return here once you have shown it to them. That is, if they have not been injured or even worse. Please, hurry. We must get the power orbs back and break the barrier. God. Princess Fuse is so pretty. Oh yeah, now you're all tail waggy. Okay. Let's go rescue the rest of the warriors. Oh, let's be sure to save. It would suck if we forgot. I know I'd like to get some Okami tattoos. The art style is just super pretty. Okay, so we know that there's one here, supposedly. Maybe it's down in that little house? It's the only place I can think of. Or maybe the Sasa Sanctuary? But there's only one way to get to Sasa Sanctuary. And that's to find out why they're closed off. Oh! Guy pushing against the stone wall. Poor dude. Sasa Sanctuary. Bamboo Village. Sasa Sanctuary. Amy, isn't this the place that Mr. Bamboo mentioned? He said he couldn't get any bamboo to make his bamboo ware. Yeah, 'cause they closed it off. Hey! Hey, you, Scruffy! What are you doing in Sasa Sanctuary? Skipping in here with that innocent look on your face. You have a lot of nerve for a wolf. You know, this is the turf of the Sparrow clan, right? We can't just let you turn around and leave, oh no. We'll tan your hide and send you packing. Boss, let this cocky mutt have it. Hey, Scruffy, do you even know who this is? This is the mighty leader of the Sparrow clan. That's right, the great Jamba. Big Daddy Jamba. Okay, boss, take it away. He's all yours. Oh. The boss is seriously angry. What the heck is going on here? Listen up, Scruffy. The boss's precious daughter's been kidnapped, and he's mad. We're doing everything we can to find her. We've searched all over. No one's getting through that gate until she's safe and sound. So go on, off with you. They're not gonna let us in. And what was that about? Their boss's daughter being kidnapped? Let's check the map. Exit options. I'm trying to find the map. Yeah, the dog's back there. So we gotta find the daughter. Hunting down these Satomi Canine Warriors will be a real pain. But I think we can figure it out. Oh, cherry trees. Side mission acquired. You know, we need to really... we don't have enough. But we do have enough for another ink pot. Because you can never have too many ink pots. I would run by. But I don't want the doggy. Spooky. Yeah. What a tasty looking mutt you are. First that sparrow and now a dog. This is gonna be quite a feast. The dreadful Mr. Qatar. Well then, come on, mutt. It's dinner time. Eee! That moves pretty fast. What the heck? And knowing Amy, she isn't gonna just straight up attack somebody because we suck. It's you, doggy. You're back. I'm stuck down here underground all the time. But just knowing you'll come to visit makes my heart soar. Well, isn't that special? Come on then, let's play. The Monster Dust Cloud Formation. It doesn't matter who wins. Not what I was intending to do. When we mean business, we mean business. Like, that's great. He's gotta come by me eventually, right? Dang it. No one gets away with disrespecting the molsters. Dude, I thought we were supposed to be buds. Boss, now's the time. Look, bud. Okay. Is there a point to doing this? Damn it! Okay. He's super fast! No! No! You're just mocking me at this point. Ah! Got him. Ah, that's just like you, doggy. But the game hasn't started yet. Eh? What do you mean it hasn't started yet? We have to protect the boss. Okay, we got to protect the boss. I get that. No! Let's just run around until we see him. Dang it. What's the point of getting him? Got him. You can be pretty tough sometimes, doggy. On to the next round. Ah! Hey, look, you just got a free shot on me, okay? You ain't that good. Nah. They're just showing up, god dang it. Nah. I don't got time to play with you guys. Sorry. Eh? What a dilapidated old house. The dry pillars are collapsing. But we can get on top of the house by climbing up this one. Looks like this one part's been covered with wooden panels. Pretty sloppy job, I must say. I bet you could easily smash it to bits. Yep, one way I ought to do it. Besides, there's an evil-looking glow. Whoop. Sassy. The moon's shining through a hole in the roof. The light of the full moon sure looks eerie in here. Monsters can't control themselves when exposed to such light. We should drag any suspicious characters we see into this light. Huh? What are you doing here, you shabby-looking mongrel? You got some nerve coming into people's houses like this. The horrible Mrs. Cutter. Well... I think that that's all I need to know. Ugh! You saw me! You saw me! Where did that shadow come from? A human, whatever it is. So you saw me. Now I'm going to kill you. I'm going to eat you all up. Bring it on, you spooks. Come out and fight. Spooks? Ooh, crane. cut you down. Aw, no demon fang? I guess there's a specific way we gotta do it. But we got the spooks! Mrs. Cutter's basket? Chip! Oh, it was so awful being locked away by those monsters. Feels wonderful to be free again. Thanks so much, doggy. Here, let me pet you. Oh, she's so precious. My name's Shun, precious flower of the Sparrow Inn. Flower of Sasa Sanctuary, Shun. Is this the girl the boss of the Sparrow Inn was looking for? I better get home, otherwise Pop will be worried about me. But if I go alone, those monsters might catch me again. Would you come with me back to Sasa Sanctuary, doggy? This brat's a handful. Ah well, let's hang with her for a bit. Stupid! Why, you little... Come on, doggy, let's go. Oh, the embodiment of a child. Okay, let's get her home. It has such kooky little music. I love it. Let's get you home, little one. Hey! Hey, you Scruffy, what are you doing in Sasa Sanctuary? The whole Sparrow tribe is on high alert at the moment. No one gets through this gate until the boss's daughter is found. Huh? Shun? Hi, I'm back. Shun, are you okay? Boss, she's back. Shun's back. Pop! I'm sorry, Pop. I won't go out on my own again. Uh-oh. The boss is delighted. You sure about that? This white doggy saved me, Pop. You'll give him something to thank him, won't you? How cute. The boss has accepted you. You're lucky. Okay then. You better come inside. How precious. Wait. Clover? Not a clover? You obtained stray bead. Find all the scattered beads and get a special reward. Beads. We'll save because I don't want to have to deal with the monsters again. Okay, up we go. Oh shit, that's an elevator. We've been waiting for you. You did a great job finding Shun. We want to thank you, too. When I told Pop about everything you did, he was really surprised. Weren't you, Pop? Uh-oh. The boss is very impressed with you. We want to give you everything in these baskets as a reward. You can rest at the inn down below. And the hot springs behind the inn is great for relaxing. She knows exactly what she's doing. You obtain Dragonfly Bead. Uniquely shaped bead that shines in multiple layers of color. You obtain Steel Soul Sake. Sake brewed with the spirit of steel temporarily increases defense. You obtain Steel Fist Sake. Sake brewed with the spirit of steel temporarily increases attack power. You obtained Vase. A vase whose unique beauty will surely outlast any flower. You obtained Exorcism Slip S. Paper depicting holy incantation. Slightly damages nearby enemies. Okay. You obtained a glass beads. That these beads show no cracks is a testament to the artist's skill. What? You obtained Traveler's Charm. Protects travelers from danger, increases godhood by 1 level. Bear. You obtained Wooden Bear. Though carved from wood, it is as fearsome as the real thing. You obtained Holy Bone S! My snack! Okay, so I ethically source my bones. I can't speak for gifted bones. You obtained the Coral Fragment. A hunk of coral said to have been brought from the Dragon Palace. Bye! Okay. Let's go check out those springs. What are you doing? Excuse me, wait a minute, please. This is Sasapa's house, Sparrowin's famous natural hot spring. But I'm afraid the water's run out. We're closed at the moment. What do you mean there's no hot water? This is a hot spring, ain't it? It happened the other day. There was a sort of earthquake. I thought I heard a monster roar. Then the water just stopped flowing all of a sudden. An earthquake and a monster roar? Wonder if it was that disturbance where everything went black. Ever since then, I've been praying for the water to return. But it's not showing any signs of springing up again. Never before in the history of Sasapa's house has this happened. I'm so sorry you've come all this way only to be disappointed. I blame myself. I must beat myself with my own fried drumsticks. Cut that out! We hate taking baths anyway. Please, start again. I've prayed and prayed and prayed, but the water still won't flow. This is it, the end of Sasapa's house. It's dried up now. What would my ancestors think? Beating myself with my own fried drumsticks will be a fitting end. I already told you we don't take baths, right, Furball? Oh, the smell of this bamboo sure brings back memories. The bamboo from Sasa Sanctuary smells like no other. I can't wait to get started making my bamboo ware. I must finish in time for the festival. Hey, it's the old bamboo dude. Oh, hello, Wolfie, little sprite. Thank you for all your help. Ever since you found the Sparrow Boss's missing daughter, and treated us as sanctuary as possible again. I wish I could thank you somehow. Is there something you're having trouble with? Trouble? Nah, but that sparrow over there seems to have a problem. Oh, what's wrong, little sparrow? Please, leave me alone. I have to put things right. I won't set a bad example for the others. If I sacrifice my flesh to the gods, they will revive the spring. Here we go again. You wish to revive this dried up hot spring? I may be of some assistance in that case. What? This bamboo tube on my back reacts to underground minerals. I should be able to easily detect where the hot spring water is. You sure about that, Gramps? Yep, my bamboo ware never lies. First, I'll need some help. Now be a good wolfie and dig me a hole. It'll be fun, like a game. Help dig up the hot spring? Yes. Thank you, both of you. Very well. I'll explain the hot spring digging game. When the game begins, I'll start walking around. Your job is to rapidly dig so I can get deep in the ground. But be careful, many dangers lurk underground. I'll focus on walking, so I will be able to avoid danger. And if I get hurt too badly, I won't be able to play anymore. But if I'm able to get deep underground, I'll show you where the hot spring water will be. Shall I explain it again? Nope. We're fine. Very well. Let the hot spring digging game begin. Let me get a drink. I want to make sure he doesn't get hurt. Oh, I missed the money. Okay, he should be dropping down here any second. I have to wait for my ink to return. Okay, I think we got here. And there we go! The hot springs will be revived. Revive! again. See, I told you my bamboo ware never lies. Well done, Amy. Thank you, both of you. I'll never forget this. You both have free access to the bathhouse whenever you want. Ugh. Oh, I'll dance the hot spring hop forevermore. Poor Amy. It's a shame water damages her. Look, Amy, it's happening again. Constellation. Okay. Who are we finding? Ooh, that's something else we can draw too, is variants of the gods. Aww. Ah, Amaterasu, origin of all that is good and mother to us all. I have remained hidden here, creeping along the water's surface. I, Nuragami, god of water, am happy to bestow upon you my power. Moisten the thirsty earth and restore the glory of nature. Nuragami? Oh, that's the god of water. That must mean you got the water spout brush technique. Hot, 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 hot. Fire! I'm on fire! No! The fried drumsticks were a bad idea. Lucky for you, Amy needs some practice. Amy, try putting out that fire with the power of water spout. Water spout is a brush technique that harnesses the power of water. Place your brush over water and then draw a line. The water's power will pass into the line, creating a stream. But enough talk, you'd better try it before he becomes a crispy critter. Hello, Carrick! How are you? I hope you're having a good day. We have finally returned after I've been sick for like a month with strep. Hi, yes, I perished. But on the bright side, we've almost got all of the Satomi Canine Warriors found. No fried sparrow for you, but at least you can make a stream. But the power of water spout doesn't stop there. See that bubbling water in the middle of the hot spring? It's called a power spring. Water power is concentrated there. If you draw a line straight up from that bubbling water, I bet you could create an amazing column of water. Ooh. That's what I'm talking about. Now you can control power springs. Hey, I didn't know you could do that. Maybe we could use this to find treasure in high places? Let's draw a water column whenever we see a power spring. Are we gonna get treasure? Achievement unlocked. Nuragami. Oh, Clover? Clover! I'm gonna try to collect so much ink. The gate's shut tight. Doesn't look like it's locked. How the heck are we supposed to open this thing? Cut? Maybe, oh, we just got unlocked an ability. It probably has something to do with the ability. Okay. Water flowing in. My tasty fried drumsticks are saved. I'm in your debt. I'll never forget what you've done for me. Okay, so what about you? I put everything I have into my bamboo ware. Perhaps I could, once again, help others someday. I must go get some bamboo from the thicket deep within the sanctuary. And that means I'll have to go through that gate. But the gate won't open until this large bamboo tube sounds. And who knows when that will happen. I'll just have to wait patiently. Patience. Patience, patience. No patience. I'm not a patient person. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Birds? Let's feed them seeds. I swear, if the next Canine Warrior we find wants food, I'm gonna, like, perish because I don't have any food to give. Yeah? What's up? Tweet! Tweet! Ho ho ho! Get a load of Tweety here. Hey, where's with all the chirping, kid? Don't call me kid. I had an A, you know, it's Ty. And I'm not chirping, I'm crying. Tweet! Tweet! Crybaby Ty. Dang, even the game is savage. Oh, you're crying. So what was that freaky cry of yours? Take is lost. It disappeared while we were out for a walk. Tweet. Who's Take? Is he a friend of yours? He's my dog. I lost my dog. Oh? Don't think it's that simple. Oh, whoa! The canine tracker suddenly appeared. That must mean... Okay, still crying. Oh, relax, Tweety. I'm sure your dog will be back. Let's go up ahead. Lion? Lion? Wait, lion, tiger. You see what I see, Amy? Unless I'm hallucinating or something. That bamboo over there looks like it's flashing. Maybe we'll find something interesting inside if we cut it down. No! You're supposed to cut down the bamboo that's lit up. It's so obvious. I did. Bingo! How is the dog teleporting between bamboo shoots is what I want to know. What's the dog doing in there? Tweet? It's just Take. Take is back. Oop. Stretchies? Okay, thank you, Crit. Oh yeah, I needed a stretch. Big stretch. Hydrate? Oh shoot, I don't have any water. Hold on. Let me grab some water real quick. I'm so dumb, I forgot to get water. I returned. I had to get water because I forgot to actually set up my water. Take? What's wrong, boy? Why are you growling? Wait a minute. Was this white wolf who spirited you away? Oh, give me a break. Water. I almost forgot to drink it. Hey, wait. I think the flea bag's trying to say something. White wolf. What right do you have to bear the canine tracker? Fight me and prove that you are worthy. Canine Warrior G. You hear that, Amy? This must be one of the Canine Warriors. That canine tracker really set him off. What'll it be, Amy? Pick a fight? Yeah. Okay. You sure you're ready? Don't hold back now. So what's the difference between how this one fights and how Tay fights? It almost seems like this one's blind. He's a zoomy pup. Whoop. He's power orbed. So whenever they're power orbed, you can't hit them. There we go. We got them. Cut it out! Leave him alone! I won't allow you to bully Take like that. Keep it up and I'll clobber you. Wait a sec, Tweety. We're not bullying anybody. Right, Fleabag? Come on, say something. I know Princess Fusei summons me. It is my duty to defeat Crimson Helm, defiler of the Gale Shrine. But I cannot return. This place is in grave danger. The monsters will overrun Sasa Sanctuary without me. And the Sparrow Tribe, they would all be. Oh, what shall I do? You know, I don't know why I gave them a masculine voice. I kind of feel like this would be a female. Ah? You obtained the Orb of Duty. What's this? The Power Orb has chosen you. I need worry no longer. I shall remain here and battle the monsters for the Sparrow Tribe. Even separated, the hearts of the Canine Warriors beat as one. Hey, wait a sec. I'm sorry I don't have any meat for you guys. I'll be sure to come back later. See, I thought that they seemed more feminine, but their voice is deeper, like the infliction. Oh, I'm so sorry. Sneezies. Ah, what a fabulous hot spring. Wolfie, I heard a ruckus from afar, but why don't you wash off all that grime in the hot spring? I think we'll pass. Anyway, isn't it about time you started looking for bamboo? Oh, you're right. The festival is just around the corner. It falls on the night of the full moon. The night of the full moon? Yep, Kamiki Village. Oh, lore. Kamiki Village holds the Kamiki Festival on the night of the full moon. During this time of year. You've heard the legend of how the great heroes Nagi and Shiranui defeated the terrible beast with the help of the gods, haven't you? That's why the village pays homage to the gods and the sacred tree. This year is the 100th anniversary of the beast's defeat. I'd better finish that bamboo ware I want to sell at the festival. Hot dog! I just love festivals! We gotta remember to go back to Kamiki Village on that day. Oh, and by the way, Wolfie, I'd like to give you a little something to thank you for your help. Not spring digging. It isn't much, but you might find it useful. Here you go. You obtain mermaid coin. Thanks, Gramps. Whoa, that's some grubby pocket change. There are many small springs known as mermaid springs across Nippon. They say that you can pass between them by tossing in one of those coins. If true, you could travel across Nippon in the blink of an eye. Really? Those are some wicked coins. They must be extremely valuable. No, not really. You can even buy them at stores around here. I only kept it because it was kind of cute. I don't have much, so you'll have to excuse me. Mermaid coin? It's almost festival season. The full moon will soon rise. It's been exactly 100 years since that beast was slain. But I always think of Kaguya when I talk about the moon. Oh, how she used to love gazing up at the moon. There I go again, reminiscing about the past. I'll end up in the poorhouse if I don't finish my bamboo ware soon. Ooh, the legend of Princess Kaguya. Let's save. Onwards, onwards. I would have used the mermaid coin, but I want to actually go buy some more mermaid coins before we use the one that we were gifted. But hey, since we got rid of the dreadful demon cutters, we don't have to worry about the little puppy down into the pathway. Hello! Hello! What a baby. I love him. Okay, let's get a move on. We can buy some coins now too. Okay, that's the customer. Alright. Right, I was supposed to get him a pinwheel. It was made by a famous potter from Shinshu Field. I've had it ever since I set up shop. I can't do without it now. Okay, so they're not actually a shop. Luckily we can skip through that. And leap! I like leaping through the middle. Oops, sorry about that, we got vehicles. Okie dokie. Ah? I'll talk to you in a second, bunny boy. That's the Demon Fang merchant. Oh, there's the normal merchant. He's whistling. Alright. The bridge to Kusa village has been repaired. Now I don't have to worry about running out of stock anymore. I got plenty of things on sale today. Here, take a look. We're gonna do some shopping. Let's go ahead and get 3 mermaid coins. 1 more. And we now need 5 more pieces of meat. Do we have any seeds? Drought, we don't have any seeds. Infinity Stone. Snack. Snack. Alright, so what are you whistling about? Oh, it's you again. Hey, how you see my dog, Ume? He's always with me when I'm fishing. He disappeared while I wasn't looking. You don't think he could have fallen into the deep abyss, do you? The water in the deep abyss has always been a bit murky, but today you can barely see into it, and the surface is all ripply. My fisherman's intuition tells me the legendary fish has awoken. People call it Whopper. Whopper. They say it swallowed the moon reflected on the water's surface. You don't think Whopper swallowed up Ume too, do you? Well, I can't find him alone. Maybe I'll go talk to that lady who's visiting Hitoshio Spring? What lady? Ah, nah. Not on my watch. I wonder if the way to get them... Oh. Oh, okay. Get out of here. Give me a Demon Fang. Demon Fang! Yeah, that 1 damage really threw me off. But I shall not stand for demon shrines in my presence. Let's beat them. Monkey. Monkey! Okay. So what woman? Kushi? Kushi! The water here is so lovely and cool. Now, time to get to work. Here's the barrel. Huh? Why, looky here. It's Kushi. What you up to here, sweetie? Oh, it's you, Snowy and Isun. I'm here making preparations for the annual Kamiki Festival. I've come to get water for the holy sake we offer the gods. People say that the water here at Hitoshio Spring has divine powers. We always mix it with the holy sake we use for the festival. That way, we can make 8 purification sake. Well, hold it right there, sister. 8 purification sake? You mean the sacred drink of ancient legend? That's right. It goes back to the legend of Nagi and Shiranui. It was the miraculous sake that they used to defeat Orochi. Apparently, they got the beast drunk and cut off its heads. It certainly smells strong enough to intoxicate anything. I don't know if the legend's really true or not, but we offer sake to the gods at festival time and pray for peace. By the way, sweetie, I was wondering, plan on filling this barrel with water? That's right. We need enough for all of the villagers, so I have to fill this barrel to the brim. But how are you gonna fill such a big barrel with water? And even if you can, how are you gonna carry it back to the village? That's a good point. I hadn't thought of that because Susanoo usually takes care of it. He can handle the barrel as if it was as light as a feather. There's no way I can manage on my own, though. How silly of me not to think this through. I wonder how I'm going to get the spring water into the barrel. A silly girl. That's odd. How did the water get into the barrel all by itself? There we go. Awful. Hey! How wonderful! The barrel's full of spring water already. This will be plenty for the holy sake for the festival. Excellent! Now we just have to get it back to the village. Carry it home? But it must weigh a ton. Nah. Not you, imps. What is it? Do you want some of the spring water? Sorry, I hope I'm getting the barrel out of your way soon. It does have divine power. Back, you beast! Here I am, just taking a walk, and look what I run into. Oh, it's you! Susanoo? Just take one more step toward the lady, and it'll be your last. The great Susanoo, descendant of the hero Nagi, forbids it. Do not despair, my fair Kushi. Susanoo is here to save the day. Oh, this looks bad. I swing my sword in the name of love. Susanoo style, sword of passion. Here I go. You. Leave. My. Kushi. Alone. Huh? Susanoo, watch out! Hey, you did it, Pops! That was amazing. You looked kind of scared at first, but you pulled it off for the lady. Amy, Susanoo, Thank you. I didn't expect to see such ferocious monsters here. Are you hurt? Susanoo? I knew it. I knew it all along. Strange things have been happening ever since then. First that boulder in Kamiki, then that battle with the bear, and now this. My sword is possessed by a strange power. You listen to me, O spirit who defiled my sword. I shall not be controlled like some puppet. By the gods, I shall expose your nefarious scheme. Gross wolf spit! The magnificent Isun takes offense. Why I oughta? Huh? Where's Susanoo? Where'd he go running off to? He left without saying a word. What was he thinking? I mean, he just won the battle. Now it's time to win the damsel's heart. At least he could have stuck around to help carry the barrel. It's okay. I think he's busy with other things. There's no need to bother him with this. I'm sure I can manage on my own from here anyway. That sounded like that Kokiri kid. Is he in trouble again? You better go check it out, Amy. Oh? Whoa! Canine tracker suddenly appeared. So that means... well, whatever's here. It's the canine tracker. Well, before anything else, I want to see what's in here. Death. Death is here. There we go. You obtained Incense Burner. Burner specially designed to release only the purest aroma. Okay, let's go find out. So that means Ume was probably... No! My health! It's going down. I require a snack. Yay! Snack! I hope Kushi's able to figure out how to get back to the village, though. So Kokari was just talking about, not Kokari, but Kokari? Kokari. He was just talking about the fish, so... Eh? Bulb! You obtained Inkfinity Stone! Yes! Temporarily enjoy infinite ink. Ooh, it's going nuts. Looks like Ume is a Canine Warrior. Wow, looks like you got a big one there, kid. Where'd all that noise you were making? I was sure the monsters. Yo! Ume! No! Not Ume! Shoot, my line snapped. Curse you, Whopper. I'm gonna catch you. You're gonna pay for what you did to Ume. Well, Ume is officially a Canine Warrior. Which means it is officially our business again. Though it would have already been our business because we're invested in Ume. Yo, kid, where'd that humongous fish come from? And wasn't that your dog Ume in its mouth? That was the legendary fish Whopper. They say it swallowed the moon reflected on the water's surface. So it really does live in these deep, murky waters. Well, it's gonna pay for gobbling up good old Ume. Sheesh, dog sure gets eaten a lot, doesn't he? I don't have any fishing line left, but I'll snag that Whopper yet. There shall be a battle to avenge Ume. Hey, Amy, this is getting more interesting by the minute. That Whopper, or whatever it's called, will be quite a catch. Let's stick around and see if we can help him catch it. Help catch the legendary Whopper? You bet. Now that's what I wanted to hear. Let's get psyched up. Okay, Amy. You got the basic idea, right? Yes, we have the line. Don't let this be the big one that got away. Got a bite. Flash. Crab. You caught river crab. Got a bite. Crawfish. Crawfish. You caught crawfish. Whopper. You are not getting away with devouring the plum dog. Come here. Ah! No. Come here, Whopper. How dare you gobble up our plum boy. You caught Whopper. I knew I could do it. I finally caught Whopper. And here I was so worried about you, kid. You're one fine fisherman. You should be proud of yourself. Keep on fishing, and make sure to bring along plenty of line. How could I ever fish again? I mean, what about Ume? He's never coming back. Oh boy, the crybaby's back. Yusun, you are so insensitive. Don't worry, after all, you... The moon! The surface of deep abyss is as bright and shiny as a mirror. The moon's reflection sure looks beautiful. Huh? Where's the moon? How come I only see its reflection? Constellation. Hey look, another compilation. Bunny, 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 bunny. Bunny. Bunny stars. Amy, you're asking for it. sun and moon. Kinda typical. Kinda figured. Ah, Amaterasu, origin of all that is good and mother to us all. After your departure, I hid myself within the moon's reflection. Consumed by a fish, I patiently awaited this day in its belly. Now that a glimmer of hope has returned, I have returned. I, Yumigami, god of the moon, cover the earth in pale moonlight. Use this light in conjunction with your own on your perilous journey. I love that. And I love that it's still like Rabbit in the Moon. Nice. Yumigami, the god of the moon power. So Whopper really did swallow up the moon, reflected on the water. Now you have the crescent brush technique. That one lets you draw a crescent moon in the sky. It's said to have the power to turn day into night. Wonder if it really works. Could drawing a curved line in the sky really bring out the moon? Let's find out. Oh, the moon! It's come out! Now you have the power to turn day into night. Think of the nighttime pleasures that await. I know that sounds tempting, but first things first. We still have that matter Princess Fuse asked us to deal with. Ume! Ume! He came out of Whopper's mouth. You okay, boy? I knew it'd spit Ume out. That's why I told you not to worry. I mean, just look at him. He looks like one nasty tasting canine. Really? Yeah. Never seen an uglier looking dog in my life. See you soon. What, I say something wrong? Just trying to have a little fun like I do with Furball here. White Wolf, how did you come to bear the canine tracker? There's a familiar scent in the air. My former comrades. It emanates from your body. What the? Well, it's none of your business how we smell. It's just that we don't like taking baths, that's all. Hey, wait. Did he just say something about the canine tracker? The canine tracker decrees that its bearer shall prove his strength. I shall be the one to test it. Canine Warrior Ume. No, wait. I'm used to saying Ume, but his name is Jin. What the? You're one of the 8 Canine Warriors? Amy, this dog means business. Pick a fight? Yeah. Never thought we'd be going up against you. Bring it on, Snaggletooth. Jeez, Isun really coming out here with all the insults. Wait, what? He dug a hole. That's his trick. Whoop, whoop. Oh. Poor Ume. No, I wanted that to be quick. I know Princess Fuse summons me. It is my duty to defeat Crimson Helm, the defiler of Gale Shrine. But this child and his father saved me from certain death. I owe my life to them. What am I to do? You obtained Justice Orb. Okay, but can we like appreciate over here that Kokari is literally just over here like, nah, they're just tussling it out. No big deal. No problem. What's this? The power orb has chosen you. I don't need to worry anymore. Even separated, the hearts of the Canine Warriors beat as one. I shall spend the rest of my years here, under the guise of Ume. What? You're not going back to the princess? After all we went through. The subjugation of Crimson Helm is now in your hands. Please, tell what has transpired to my former master, Princess Fusei. Hmm? But I'm more worried about you and the kid. Yeah, it would be too. Okay, let's find a way to get back to... there we go. Up and over. I think that leaves one left, and if I recall looking on the map correctly, it looks like it might be back in the village, and I think so because there's a dog in that village too. So let's get going. Whee! We probably could have teleported, but there's not a mermaid spring that I could have gone to that I knew where it was. Kushi! You got all the way out here? Back? Okay. Well, let's get back to the village. Whee! And it's right here. Oh! We got sunlight. I knew it. We may not have known about Tai and his dog Take, but we knew about these two dogs. So we're probably gonna have to fight this doggy too. Yep, you. But you're not reacting to it. How long are you planning to just sit there? You remind me of a certain statue I saw somewhere. Is that the canine tracker? Have you come to take me back to my master? You hear that, Amy? You must be on an errand from Princess Fusei if you bear that. But I shall not move from here, for the festival will begin soon. Canine Warrior Chu. You've gotta be kidding me. You're one of the Satomi Canine Warriors? And you're ignoring the princess's summons to wait for the festival? Come back here tonight. We need to have a man-to-man talk. Man-to-man talk? What do you mean dog to wolf? Okay, well I'm impatient. You bear the canine tracker, so you must know what it decrees. Men settle their differences at night, man to man, fist to fist. Man to man, fist to fist? Don't you mean dog to wolf, paw to paw? You gonna let this punk talk to you like that, Amy? Pick a fight? Hell yeah! You really can't say no to a fight, can ya? Let's show what it means to be the new hole-digging king. got caught in a hole! This Hayabusa is actually pretty strong. Like, he's taking hits, no problem. Dang it. Power Orb. Sorry, Hayabusa. Our time wasn't the best, but what can you do? Okay, you've got some explaining to do, you doggy. Why are you ignoring the princess's summons to wait for the festival? I am not the real Hayabusa. Yo, what the fuck? The real Hayabusa died along with Mushi's father when they were attacked by monsters deep in the forest. Yo! No! No! I happened to pass by about that time, but I was too late. Right before Hayabusa died, he begged me to protect Mushi. He foretold the coming of an evil arrow from the sky. An arrow that would kill Mushi on the night of the full moon. That is how I came to live here in this village. I have been waiting for the full moon of the festival season. Nobody noticed I was not the real Hayabusa, as we are the same breed. The night of the full moon draws near. I shall not move from here. My duty is to fill Hayabusa's dying wish. I must protect Mushi. Aww. You obtained Loyalty Orb. We got a Satomi Power Orb, Amy. What was all that you said about Hayabusa foretold? Something or other about an arrow that would kill Mushi? That's not a very happy story for such a festive season. I hope it's not related to that legend about Orochi and the arrow. Hey Amy, looks like we found the 3 Satomi Power Orbs that the Canine Warriors had. I know we promised to bring the box back, but, well, at least we can bring Princess Fusei the Power Orb. But I wonder, you think they can handle Crimson Helm over at the Gale Shrine? Oh. We don't deserve dogs, I'll say it over and over again. You obtain Exorcism Slip S. Paper depicting holy incantation. Slightly damages nearby enemies. Okay, so there's gotta be a mermaid pool around here somewhere. What about here? Nope. Oh, Hayabusa. Let's save real quick. Okay. And now we're gonna go back to Princess Fusei. Oh wait, I think there's a mermaid pool up by the training center. I wonder if there's anything else we can get from the training center while we're here. Let's find out. Echo, echo. Echo, echo. No demons for me, thank you. Okay, so that's a mermaid pool. I'm quite certain I haven't finished my training here, so let's see if we can snag anything while we're here. Ah! That's not what I wanted to do. That's not what I wanted to do. I forgot how to talk to people. Okay. It's because I was too far away. Only thing left is the Spirit Storm. We can't afford the Golden Fury. So we'll go without for now. Hey, I'm gonna come back once I get a fair amount of money, and then I'm gonna master all of your stuff, and that will be that. Pigs? Pigs. Tool. Mermaid coin. Oh! Fast travel! Are those the only ones we have? Yes, that's where we're going. Since we don't have the other ones unlocked. I guess we have to see them for it to count. Onwards to Princess Fuse. Onwards, onwards. Okay, let go, let go, let go, let go, let go, let go. Oh, jeez. I could have gone and fed the tigers. That was dumb. I can't believe I forgot that. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. We're on the way back with the orbs. And then we'll save real quick. Just because I don't want to accidentally lose progress. To Princess Fuse! Fuse! No, I accidentally ran into a wall. Dang it. There we go. Listen. Why, it's my favorite wolf and bug. Enough with the bug thing already. I must speak to you about the 3 remaining Canine Warriors. I am sensing something different about them. Do you bring no word of their condition or whereabouts? Well, about that. We did find the other 3, but, we found them. Well, yeah, it's kinda a long story, but I'm afraid they won't be coming back. Instead, they gave us the Satomi Power Orbs. I see. Well, I did sense that the Canine Warriors had changed in some way. Maybe they had a fateful encounter during their journey. Perhaps strong bonds that cannot be broken have been forged. If they are to live apart from the Satomi house, I have but one wish. I would wish them to protect the peace under their new master, for that is the role they were meant to fulfill. Here's the orbs. Pop! Well, at any rate, all the Satomi Power Orbs have been returned. Now I can break Crimson Helm's barrier. I must get to the shrine. That shit. Whoa, check it out. The power orbs are spinning around us. How could this be? Have the power orbs accepted you as their new master? Master? What are you talking about, lady? One does not choose to take the orbs. They choose their master. Oh, magnificent power orbs, heirlooms of the Satomi house. Are these whom you have chosen to decide the Satomi house's fate? We're supposed to fight that Crimson Helmet thing. The power orbs have chosen you. I have no right to question them. Whether to face Crimson Helm is your own choice. All I can do now is pray for your good fortune in battle. I mean, it makes sense. These are all supposed to be virtues, right? So Ami is literally Amaterasu, a actual goddess. It would make sense that she embodies all of those virtues. So let's go bust down the barrier. Gale Shrine. Susano style sleeping monk hidden sake. What the? Look here, Susano again. O spirit who defiles my sword, I am closer than ever. Here at the Gale Shrine, where the beast makes its lair, your true form shall be revealed. This cursed barrier may bar my way, but if I pray long and hard, I shall eventually find a way in. Poor Susano. The Lady Bomb's talking in his sleep. A ghost. Hey, what was this guy? I could see right through him. Huh? Who are you? How is it you can see me? I am Yatsu, the earthbound spirit who haunts this area. Long has it been since any have ventured this way. Earthbound spirit, Yatsu. My eyes have failed me. I can no longer see. In their stead, my inner eye can judge a person's true form. You appear to be a maiden most fair. What could possibly bring you to the Gale Shrine? You must leave this place, for it is no longer a shrine of the gods. It is now cursed and under the control of a horrible creature. This is no place for a fair maiden such as you. A fair maiden? You talking about you, furball? That's the funniest thing I've ever heard. What's this? It appears the maiden is accompanied by a little booger. Is this the village to meet its end at last? Little booger? He better not be talking about me. Hardly anyone has visited Gale Shrine because it's been cursed. The strangely frenzied man over there is one of the few. He's been meditating alone at the shrine's entrance, but his sleep is filled with nightmares that make him cry out. I pity the poor man, and would like to render what service I could. But when I try to peer into his dreams, an evil force bars my way. Oh? So it's not just us interfering with his day-to-day. Who is this strange man? Come to think of it, Susanoo said something about being possessed. And he's been acting all weird, like that time he helped Kushi. What's this? I sense an intense power. It envelops your body. Could it be the Satomi power orbs? Fair maiden, the orbs would only choose the one who is our savior. The 8 colors of light are living proof of that. Very well, you may pass, O savior of the Satomi house. Pop! It's a key. Beware, fair maiden. Crimson Helm is a terrible foe. It is said that when the 8-headed serpent was slain 100 years ago, Crimson Helm emerged from a pool of the beast's blood. Never let your guard down. Born from its blood. Huh. Wait a minute, the door to the Gale Shrine is opened. I must have finally communed with the gods. The time has come, foul spirit. Now I shall reveal your true form. No, Pop, wait. Is not life dear to that man? Beware, fair maiden. Crimson Helm is a terrible foe. It is said that when the 8-headed serpent was slain... Okay, so we're going back on the blood thing. But Crimson Helm emerged from a pool of the beast's blood. Damn. Pretty hardcore. Okay, we get it already. Stop trying to freak us out. I wonder if Yatsu is, Kusei's ancestor. Kusei? Fusei. Okay. We're gonna back and save real quick. There we go. And thus, the Canine Warrior and Princess Fusei and the Power Orb quest has come to an end, for we have begun the trek into the Gale Shrine to go after Crimson Helm, a beast so terrible it was born from the blood of Orochi as he was felled. Really hardcore, not gonna lie. But I'm gonna go ahead and find a safe spot so we can start trying to find somebody to raid, because if I keep talking, I will probably throw my voice out. We gotta do this a little bit at a time while I'm fully recovering. So let's save. And we're gonna... Alright. Let's put our controller down and return back over to chatting. Alright, we're gonna see if we can find anybody to raid. Stretch! Alright. Let's find somebody to raid. But no, this week isn't gonna really be a normal week. This isn't gonna be like our new normal. It's just that we have some stuff that's being changed. Oh, I know who we can raid. We can raid the shops. Shops is doing art right now, and oh my god, their art. But hold on. Let me make sure that I'm dropping all of my stuff because I'm super forgetful. Oh, There we go. Drop my Discord or my socials. You can go ahead and join there. I am most active on my Twitter, and I'm also going to be rearranging my Discord soon. We recently revamped my card and my commission sheets, so you can now check on my Trello the status of your commissions. Congrats! So we're going to be back here on Thursday and Friday, should everything go well and should my throat not try to mortar me again. But we are going to raid the shops. Let me just put that in. Make sure it's being spelled correctly. I love, love, love their art. Here's our raid message for our followers. Oh, Jesus. Sorry, we have something else. Here's our follower message that's our raid message for our followers, and here's our raid message for our subscribers. So I will see you guys this next Thursday. Also, I'm super excited. We are starting to get through our follower goal. Thank you so much, Kitsus. It means so much to me that we're starting to fill that goal out. So let's go ahead and get our raid on. Bye bye, Kitsus.